Uh, y'all let me know when he gets here. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Or we can hear you.
Yes.
Well, Lakeisha, you'll have to let me know when he gets here. Um, it'll say Smitty the Goat or Smitty Enterprises or Kenny Smith.
Okay.
All right. So, uh, welcome everybody. Hope y'all are doing good. I Tonight is a special night. On Sunday, I told you all that that we would that we would be talking about credit. And of course, I've learned a lot from credit, but I've learned it from my mentor, Derek Harper, and I've learned it from the guy that I invited to come today. So I wanted to introduce you all uh, to this young man. He's just a little bit younger than me, but he's an expert in credit. I wanted to share that with you all. So he's here to teach you, explain to you some things about credit, things you can do to build your credit, use your credit, and to do it fast. But before and just so that you all know, um, I'm going to I'm going to log off right a little bit before 7. Um, I have a podcast I have to do called The Money Zone, and so I'm grateful for that. And so we're going to uh, take the same energy over there. But today, as you kind of get yourself ready, have y'all ever been in a position where you felt like you were doing the things you needed to do with your money and it just seemed like you couldn't get through? Like maybe there was a glass ceiling, maybe there's something that was holding you back. And sometimes like people actually spend serious time, like serious church time, rebuking the devil and shaking their purse and stuff and beating on their wallet and things like that, and not even realizing that there is another way to do it. Now, y'all know I'm spiritual, super spiritual, and we are as well. But when Jacob, the Bible says, when he wrestled with God and with man. Well, he wrestled, and when he came out, he had power with God and with man. It would be pointless for you to be a believer, churchgoer, whatever it is that you call yourself in this hour, and only have power with God and have no earthly power. All right. So today, I invited him to talk to you. And what I want you to do is take full advantage, take in everything you can, and don't let him leave without giving you the opportunity to join his group. All right. Don't let him leave without making him give you that offer. All right. Turn in your Bibles real quick to Joshua chapter 1. Joshua chapter 1, verse 7. Joshua chapter 1, verse 7. Let me give y'all this as a background. And then, Smitty, I don't know if you would need to share screen or anything, but Kiana Nelson or Lakeisha Lee, you can direct message them. They'll be able to get everything set up for you. And if you don't need it, that's fine. All right. Y'all, Joshua chapter 1, verse 7.
Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee.
The
Turn not
Bible.
from it,
Go ahead.
turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest.
So here's a student named Joshua. He's replacing Moses. Moses is the old leadership model. Joshua is the new leadership model. And the Bible says, be courageous. Now, courageous in the Bible doesn't mean be strong like Papa. The word courageous means focus. So he was saying, be very focused. And that's what this season has to be for you. You have to give yourself no other options except to succeed, no other options except to prosper, no other options except to move forward with what you're doing. You have to remove all the other distractions and simply focus. Y'all say focus. So it
Focus.
says, only be thou strong and very courageous, not just courageous, but very courageous. You have to be very courageous, very focused. People are going to get upset with you, but it doesn't matter. Your goals are not their goals. You have to be very focused. Other people want to say, well, it don't take all that. It don't matter if it don't take all that for them. It takes all that for you because you have to be very focused. Only be thou strong and very focused, that you will observe to do all the law, not some of it, but all of it. Sometimes people try to, learn how to make a pineapple cake or whatever, upside down cake, and they want to do half the recipe. Don't do half the recipe. Run the play like it's given to you. Focus on what you've been instructed to do. And the Bible says, only be thou strong, very courageous, that you'll observe to do all according to the law, which Moses the servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that you may prosper whithersoever you goeth. If you focus, you will have guaranteed success. If you focus, you will have guaranteed success. It's not because you want to or don't want to. There are a whole bunch of people that want to do stuff and don't do it. A whole bunch of people that don't want to follow the directions. But if you follow the directions, you're going to have success. All right. If you be focused and you do the thing that you're supposed to do, you will have success, period. Now, a whole bunch of people can lie. A lot of people can lie. I can lie. You can lie. God can't lie, and the Bible can't lie. And as a principle, the Bible is saying, if you focus, you will prosper in whatever you do. I don't care if you're trying to build London's Bridge, or you're trying to build a clock, or if you're trying to design the Eiffel Tower. If you are not focused, you won't get it. But if you're focused, then you will. And if truth be told, in the last season of your life, the only reasons that you failed is because you lost focus. It's not because you had a bad idea. It's not because you were stupid. It's not because you didn't have money. It's because you were not focused. And one of the tricks of the devil is to get you so bogged down with all these different options that you lose focus. But if you focus and do the thing that you are instructed to do, you will have success. The Bible says you'll prosper whithersoever you goeth. And I mean, we don't say words like whithersoever anymore. But what that means is you will prosper in no matter what it is that you do. Now, we know that we live life in 8 dimensions: economy, entertainment, education, environment, government, religion, technology, and sociology. And if you be focused, you will prosper in every one of those realms. You will prosper economically. You will prosper educationally. You will prosper in entertainment. You will prosper in your environment. You will prosper governmentally. You will prosper technologically. You will prosper religiously, and you will prosper socially. It is not enough to only be successful in one area of life when the Bible promises that you can prosper in wherever you go. Wherever you go, you can prosper. And one of those keys to this type of prosperity is learning things that you otherwise would not have learned, doing things that you otherwise would not have done. Now, how many of you are ready to go full force into another realm of prosperity, another realm of success, another realm of opportunity, another realm of growth? How many of you are ready? Say me. How many of you are ready to actually push forward? Now, it's one thing to go to church and be like, hallelujah, amen. But it's a whole nother thing when you lock down and focus on getting your money right. The Bible says money answers all things. So there is no question in your life that cannot be answered by money. No question in your life cannot be answered by money. Money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil, because some people put money above things, above God. We're not putting money above God. What we're doing is listening to God, listening to godly instruction on what to do with our money. There are some people that know how to take a little bit and make a lot out of it. But if you don't know what to do with what you have, you'll miss it every time. All right. So tonight we have a young man, Smitty the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. That's what the word GOAT means. They had to tell me. And I met him at a mastermind in Miami. We were invited to this mansion, had a yacht in the back, and I was nervous about doing social media. And so we were out back by the pool. He like, come on, Hackett, just turn your phone on. Just go and record. And at the time, in my business, my product, I think I was selling it for $3,500, and I was helping people for 6 months. And he said 6 months. He cussed me out a little bit, but it was all in love. He was helping people achieve their goals in 6 weeks, and so I appreciate him. And from that time, I've learned from him. I talked to y'all about him on Sunday, but tonight I wanted to bring him here specifically for y'all. And what I want you all to do is focus on what he is saying and what he's instructing you to do. Turn not from it to the left or to the right. And I promise you, you will prosper whithersoever you go. All right, Smitty.
What's going on, Hackett? What's going
What's
on? How
up,
you
man?
feeling? What's up?
I'm
What's
good.
up? What's up? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. How everybody doing today? Let me know in the chat how everybody doing today. Y'all good today? Anything that you wanted me to anything that you wanted me to specify on today, Hackett? Anything specific that you wanted? Just a heads up, just because I start.
How they could of course we want speed. Success loves speed. So what they can do to what credit can do, but also how they can fix their credit quickly.
Okay.
And then I want them in your group. So y'all make sure you don't let them leave without letting you know how you join.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. That's perfect. You can let me get the host probably too, so I can be able to give me the host if I can be able to share my screen if I need to. And then we can get rolling. Got y'all. Hope everybody having a good day today. All right, just a little background about me, guys. My name is Kenny Smith. I am an entrepreneur in a credit space, and funding space. I teach people how to leverage credit to be able to start businesses and investments. Teach people how to clean credit, teach people how to build credit, then teach people how to get funded with their own LLC, so we don't need to go to third-party companies to do so. We can do it ourselves. I love to be able to start businesses and investments off other people's money. All right. So all the businesses that I start, all the marketing that I do, all the building my personal brand, all the different things that I've started in my business was based off me leveraging other people's money. So that's leveraging business credit to be able to accumulate a certain amount of money, whether if it's $50,000 to $250,000, and then taking that money to invest, whether if it's investing to myself, whether it's investing to a business, or if investing to an investment. So most of the time I'm seeing that clients are stuck because they don't have access to capital. All right. So you learning this business model with the credit side will be able to put you in position now to get access to the money you need to be able to start whatever you want to start. Okay. So the outline I like to give people in order to clean their credit is we have a software we use. So I'll give y'all some game on the software I use to be able to clean credit, which a lot of people are not educated on what to do and how to do with credit. So I'll give y'all what software I use, and I'll share my screen to show you all in a few seconds. Do we have anybody that got specific questions first? That's what I want to answer any specific questions that you all got, specifically around anything that you guys don't understand or stuck on that you guys want to ask me first before I start showing you anything.
Yeah, y'all ask them any questions. This is
Any questions?
This is your time. So
Yeah.
ask them as specific as you want and get what you need.
So I have a question. My name is Katrina. My question is, I already done saved $5,000. I did want to move from that to go to 10,000, but I said I want to bypass the 10,000. I want to go straight to saving 100,000. What would be the process in doing that?
Yeah. So my philosophy is I don't save my way up to 100,000 because it'll take too long.
Okay.
The general way we used to learn how to do things was to ideally save our own money and try to save our way up to getting $100,000. What I would recommend you do is to go get access to capital, $100,000 of someone else's money, and leverage that to start the thing you want to start. So ideally, we would do what my method is called business credit card stacking, where we'll go get, let's just say, 5 credit cards of $20,000 limits. And we can be able to accumulate $100,000 within a week versus trying to take 5 years, 10 years to save up $100,000. And then 90% of people wouldn't even be able to still be able to save up $100,000, to be truthful. You know what I mean? So it's easier to get approved for $100,000 than it is to save $100,000.
Okay.
You can get approved for $100,000 faster than your job can pay you $100,000.
Okay.
So why not leverage this game to be able to get access to it?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica had a question.
Mm-hmm.
While she's on that, Katrina, that means that if you don't already have your LLC in place, you need to start your LLC so that maybe your basket making business can help you generate that 100,000.
Yes, sir.
All right, Jessica. All right. What was that? I want to buy a car. Jessica said, I want to buy a car with a business loan. And it might be a different way to buy a car. So Smitty, maybe answer the question. What's the quickest way to buy a car?
The quickest way to buy a car. If you want to buy a car in your business name, the route I would go is we leverage Bank of America. So Bank of America will allow you to get up to 3 business auto loans in your business name. But what they said is you have to personally guarantor it. So that means your personal credit have to be good enough to be able to get this approval with this business auto loan. But the auto loan, once you get approved, will report to your business side, not your personal side. So that's the route I would go to go get a business auto loan in my business name. Now, if you're trying to get a business auto loan in your business name and you don't want to use your personal, then you have to go through the route of building out your corporate credit. So that means your LLC and your EIN number, you have to build that business credit score up strong enough to let it stand on its own, separate from your personal, to be able to get an approval in your business name, strictly in your business name, nothing to do with your personal. So that's a whole process within itself of building up your corporate credit and then being able to use it and leverage to be able to get cars in your business name, which will use a lender like Ally Financial or like Mercedes is pretty good with once you build your business credit score as well.
So what would be a quicker way to get a car in your personal name?
Personal name, the best route. We definitely don't go directly to the car dealerships ever again. They are the worst way to go get a vehicle. We always typically try to go to the small credit union within our community and within our zip code. So we go to a credit union, and what we like to do is get a pre-approval. Okay, so the pre-approval, how it works is you go to the credit union, you ask the credit union, hey, can I get pre-approved for an auto loan that I'm trying to go get? They will tell you the amount that they will allow you to get approved for first before you even think about going to the dealership. So now let's just say they approve you for 40,000 or they approve you for 50,000. Now you're eligible now to take that $30,000 to $50,000 pre-approval from the bank or the credit union, or sometimes they give it to you in a check. They give it to you in a check as well that you can pay out to the car dealership. So now the process on the car dealership is fast and easy. Now you go to the car dealership either with the pre-approval or with the check. So let's just say you got the check for $40,000 paid out to the car dealership. You go and look for a $35,000 car, a $38,000 car under the amount that you got pre-approved for, that you can cover the whole amount with the amount that the bank gave you. So then now it's like a 20-minute process. You know how usually we go in the car dealership, it's like an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour process. It's literally like a 20, 30-minute process. I got my check. They're going to pay you in full. Now your objective is, all right, which car you want, pick your car, and then you sign the papers, you're out of here. Now you have to pay the credit union back the monthly car note that you got to pay to the credit union, and they're going to give you a less interest rate, and most of the time it's $0 down. So that's the route I would take. The best lender that I like, I've been seeing so far give the best approvals are Navy Federal and DCU. DCU is another lenient credit union that loves to give out auto loans that are lenient, and Navy Federal Credit Union.
All right, Rico had a question.
Yep.
Rico, you can come off mute and ask your question.
Yeah, I was wondering, what's the best way to build credit for a new LLC?
The best way to build the credit for the LLC?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can pull up a little slide too that I like to go over. Let me show you a little bit. So to build your corporate credit, man, you got to understand what the 3 business credit reporting entities are. So like Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Commercial, and Equifax Business. And what you got to do, you have to use this site called nav.com. So NAV.com is what we monitor our business credit on. So it will show you a lot of things that you can do to get trade lines reported on your business name so that you can build it, right? And then what the first thing that we kind of use to be able to start our building process on our business credit, strictly on our business credit, nothing to do with our personal, it's called Net 30 accounts. This is the general way that everyone typically builds it. Basically, these Net 30 accounts are starter accounts that you can use in your business name to start building some type of reports on your business credit report. Okay, so like Net 30's account is something you will go with like a company. So a company will give you a credit, let's just say a $500 to $2,000 with your new startup business LLC, strictly in your LLC name. And what you want to do is you want to use this supplier. So this supplier, let's just say they give you a $1,000 credit. One of the companies is called like Shirtsy, so that you can buy shirts from, something like that. Or you can buy some companies got like toilet paper, or some people got like office stuff. So like some of these companies, you know, you might not even use sometimes, but it's really for building purposes. So they call it Net 30 accounts. Basically, the company will give you like a line of like $1,000 to access to use for them in your business name. What you do is you purchase an item with your line of credit, let's just say for $100. What you want to do is you want to pay them back. Once you use their money of $100 and pay them back, now that a trade line and account will report to your business credit as, you know, an on-time payment to that business credit side. And what you want to do is get like 5 to 7 of those to report to your business side. And once you get like 5 or 7 of those to report to your business side, then it will generate you a score, and which is your first paydex score. So the way you build your first 80 paydex score, because the business scores are out of 100, basically you will need to get like 5 to 7 trade lines in your business name to start that build out. But basically it's in a building out of tiers. So it's like a tier 1 of building out is your first 5 to 7 accounts. A tier 2 of building out is your first 8 to 16 accounts. Your tier 3 is like from 16 to 20 accounts. So the more you build it with more accounts and more trade lines in your business name, the stronger it becomes and the more easy it becomes for you it to stand on its own, separate from your personal account.
All right.
Understood. I
Pretty
appreciate
cool.
you.
Andrew. Understood.
Next
Gotcha.
question. Any other questions before we go on?
Yes.
All right.
I want to ask you, Smitty, that and good afternoon. What I wanted to ask you is because I know it's going to be questions and they may be because everybody's at a different place, right? So I'm just wondering if you had to consolidate and say, here are the first 10 steps or the first steps that anybody will follow using your method to get to where they're actually ready to go and start, you know, because we know about all the, you know, credit. We don't want to pull credit and get denied, but to be ready to say, hey, I'm ready now. Let's start the for real deal. Let's go out here and start using other people's money. Let's start asking for the Net 30s. Let's start asking for some credit cards. What do you think would be the first, you know, consolidated 10 steps for anybody using your method to get to that point where they're ready to start putting in some credit card, you know, requests and what have you?
Yeah. So the first thing I would do is you have to we got to do what's called properly structure our business. So some people just start LLCs and they just, you know, just start them just to have them. But the banks is looking for you to properly structure your LLC properly, how just as well as Target, Best Buy, Walmart, or Nike. You know what I mean? When you call their business, they got a 1-800 number. When you email their business, they have a business email. When you call their business, they have a business phone number. So what you want to do is you want to properly set up your business and structure it just as well as those companies. So what I mean by that is when you set up your LLC, you have to set it up properly. So that means you have to get you a business phone numbers, which costs. You have to get you a business email, which costs. You have to get you a business phone number, which costs. You have to get you a website. You know, you have to get you a Google panel on Google. You have to list your business on 411 and things of that nature. So like these things are the things we put together to be able to properly structure our LLC so that when we go to these banks and they're looking for our business to be credible and verifiable, it's lining up perfectly just as well as a top tier business in the world. All right. So the first thing you want to understand and do is properly structure your LLC and make it in position and eligible to get access to the money when it's time to get access to the money. So that's the first thing. The second thing you want to do, you want to be able to build out your credit report. So the most mishap thing I've seen people having struggle with is believing that, oh, I have a 750 credit score, I'm good. Oh, I got a 700 credit score, I'm good. Or I got a 770 credit score, I'm good. When in honesty, that's not true. You can have a 750 credit score and still get denied. You can have an 800 credit score and still get denied from some things. The reason being is because the banks care about your credit report, not your score. So you have to build out your credit report properly Well, that means no negative items. So you can't have the collections, charge off, negative items, and late payments. You can't have high utilization on your credit cards, over 25, 30, 40%. You got to have multiple type of accounts on your credit report and a mixture of accounts. So you want to have a credit card. You want to have an auto loan. You want to have some starter accounts. You want to get your rent reported. You want to be able to get installment loans. You want to be able to get, multiple different accounts on your credit report. I would say up to like 8 to 10. All right. So now that you don't have any negative items, no charge-offs, no collections, no bankruptcies, no late payments, you build your credit up enough to where you got 8 accounts, primary accounts in your own personal name, right? And then now you have a properly built personal credit report, a well-structured LLC. This will position you now to go to the banks and ask for business credit cards. And when you go to Alpha, when you want to go get business credit cards, they will what's called personally guarantor the money. So that means if I want to get a $25,000 credit card, I got my LLC properly structured. I got my personal credit properly built out. And now I want to get a business credit card. They're going to personally guarantor it. So that means they're going to look over your personal side to see how good it is first. Then you're going to apply for the business credit card, and they're going to approve you based on how good your personal credit is. But the cool thing is they only report this credit card to be reported on your business side unless you mess up the money. Then they will pull it back to be on your personal side. But as long as you use it and pay it back on the business side, you are fine to be able to use that business credit card strictly in your business name, separate from your personal. So what I like to do is build out my LLC, build out the credit report, then go ask for credit cards and things of that nature. Was that a clear outline for you that we can be able to use if we want to get access to capital?
Well, yeah, and I'm thinking it's probably the con side is definitely that, yeah, you got it built out structurally, the LLC and the personal. Now you definitely better have that LLC actually making and generating some sort of income, because now you go get all the money, right? So now we got to be able to pay it back, right? So
yes,
I guess
so
that's
we would use
another.
Yeah, so the cool thing about business credit cards, again, it's stated income. So it's projected income. So it's asking you on these applications, what are you projected to make this month? What are you saying that you're going to make this month? That's what the credit card application asks you. What are you projected to make this year? Or what are you projecting that you're about to make this year? So your income, and most time they ask for household income too. So household income is like, you can put your income on there for the year, and you can put your husband's income on there for the year. So also that you got take that in consideration, that you can put combined income in there when they say household income. Also, when it says projected income, that means it's basically stated to ask you, what are your business projected to make? And you only know that, right? So you don't. It's not saying for you to put this fantastic, crazy number on here, but it's also saying, well, what are you going to project to make this year? So it's not saying, oh, you have to put exactly what you make on your bank account statements right now, today, or the last 12 months. It's like, all right, it's January 1st, 2024. Within the next 12 months, what is your business projected to make based upon what you know in your head and your knowledge, in your business model? You know what I mean? Well, you in here learning with Hackett. You come learn from Smitty. You come learn, you learn all these methods and things you can do to position yourself to start businesses and make money and things like that. You should be able to project to make more money in your business. Ideally, I would say, and you should project more money in your business. Ideally, anyway. But that's just how credit card applications work. So technically, you don't have to make a whole bunch of money in your business. But you don't want to like super over exaggerate anything either, that they got to ask you for documentation. But technically, you said something about we got to, pay this money back. So the cool thing about credit cards is, one thing, we can shelf the money. So let's just say first, before you start something, you got to have the money. So if you don't have it at all, our first thing is to get the money. Second thing is you can shelf credit money. So that means if I got a $25,000 credit card, I don't have to use it until I use it. So I can shelf up 5 different credit cards, $20,000 each. I got $100,000 in my back pocket, just in case I'm ready to make this move on this real estate deal. I'm ready to make this move on this mentorship and teaching and coaching. I'm ready to make this move on investing myself in marketing or starting a business, investing in a business, getting my 501c3 or whatever the case may be. I have the money available to me when I can make the moves and I want to make the moves. Most time we stuck because we don't have the access to the capital to make the moves. So we want you to be able to have that sellability. But credit is only used, I want to really, really say this. Credit is only used as a tool to make you more money. It's as a tool to use it. That's all it's for. So we won't use this for things like getting our hair done and going, on vacation and just eating all the time and doing whatever we want. That's not what we're using it for. We're only going to use it in a strategic way that we're going to take the money with this credit stuff and be able to put it into something that's going to produce us income. So I'm only going to spend the money on if I'm going to start this business as I know going to generate me $3,000 a month. I'm only going to start this investment that I know is going to bring me $1,000 a month so that I can pay back the money that I'm going to spend. So we're only leveraging credit as a tool to make us money. That's it. That's all. That's the only way we're using it. You know what I mean? So in that instance, that's what I do specifically. So of course, you're going to have to use the money in a smart way to be able to make you money.
Next question, Alice.
Hi, Cindy. Can you hear me?
Mhm.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so my question is, if you have a low credit score because you took out loans or whatever, opening up a business, how do you reestablish the credit once and get your score back up?
Well, what is the reason why your credit score is low? Is it because of utilization, you're saying?
Utilization, because you use the credit cards towards a business, but then a brick and mortar business, but you just didn't have the funds to pay those cards back. And so now you have late payments or no payments, which
So that sounds like you did that on your personal side. Am I correct before I move forward? Did you do that on your personal side?
I don't know. It sounds like
business,
audio
yes,
is
were
breaking up.
business credit cards.
Are you using them on your business side or the personal side?
Business.
Okay. So your credit score shouldn't go down if you use them on your business side.
I think she's asking about how to reestablish credit after something went wrong.
Yeah, I'm trying to just be clear because even if she's using the money on her business side, her personal credit's still good. She can go to other banks and get approved for more money. But I'm trying to see because reestablishing credit means building it back up, but it's still already built up if she's using the money on her business side. I'm trying to see, I gotta get a little more clarity on, because if you use, let's just say you had a good credit report, you got an LLC, you went to get 2 business credit cards for $25,000 each. If you were to spend the money off those business credit cards, your personal credit still stays excellent. The usage on your business credit card just go up, which they will then now ask you for a monthly payments, and you just pay the monthly payments. You don't need to rebuild anything yet because you still can leverage the personal credit to go get more capital. But if you're saying you're just trying to see how you can pay those credit cards back, that's the only thing I'm seeing that you need help with, would be we got to learn a new skill set to make more money. That's one thing. I guess I got to get a little more clarity on the whole situation and story. Alice, if you can.
Well, let's just say that. I think she put in there said it was business credit cards, but let's just say somebody did it on their personal side, that they actually didn't have, they had a business but didn't build their business credit up, and when they did apply for a business credit card, they only maybe got like maybe $2,000, so they used their personal credit card, which was like $25,000. Let's just say they went to Navy Federal, got a $25,000 card, but they had a lot of unforeseen things happen in the business, which they had to use that personal side of the credit card. And then once let's just say they had an accountant that really wasn't a real accountant that did their taxes after to try to get the money back, and they ran the credit card all the way up to like 20, let's just say they maxed the credit card out, trying to get stuff done and buy a product and keep the business going, but yet the business didn't never go anywhere and it started to sink. So now they have this debt on their personal side, and the business stuff is just still existing, but it never went forward. So how would they get back in the game?
Yeah. So typically you can't run from debt. You know what I mean? At some point you have to pay it. But I guess strategies are, if you have a high utilization on your credit card, what you want to do is try to hide utilization in a way. So 2 ways we could do this. All right. We can build our business credit up strong enough to get approvals on our business side and be able to liquidate the money off the business side and then pay off the personal. Right. So let's just say we had a $25,000 credit card, like you said, and we maxed it out. You know what I mean? What we need to do is, if I were to build my business credit and get some approvals on my business name up to $25,000, I will take the money off the business side, liquidate them, and then pay off the personal side so that my utilization go all the way down and my credit score shoot back up. And now I'm eligible to get access to more capital if I need it. Next thing we could do, if we got high personal credit card utilization, what we do is we leverage personal loans to be able to hide it as well. So we use fintech companies or subprime lenders like Lending Club or Op Loans or SoFi. And these are companies that are more lenient to people with less tiered credit, right? They got high utilization. We can leverage a personal loan to be able to now pay off the credit card utilization debt, so that now the credit card utilization goes down, the credit score goes up, and now our credit score is eligible to be able to still get funded because personal loans don't report the utilization, but the credit cards do. So we would rather have that $25,000 debt on the loans than the personal credit cards, so we can still have a good credit report, so we can still go get access to capital if we need it. Those would be the strategies that I use.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. All right. She said her husband gonna come back on. Anybody else got any more questions? Specific questions they got?
I got a question.
Mhm.
I was wondering, I recently went to go get a Sam's business credit card, and I gave them my EIN, but my credit monitoring said that they had a hard inquiry on my personal side. Do you know why that would happen?
What state you in?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. You went to go get a Sam's Club business credit card,
Yeah.
and they put an inquiry on personal side.
Yeah. So like I gave them my EIN number, and I gave them like my business information, but my credit monitoring said there was a hard inquiry on my personal side.
How would they be able to give you a personal inquiry if you only put your business info in?
I'm not sure. That was why I was confused.
Usually when I hear this, I'm gonna be honest to say that you probably put your personal information in somewhere. I don't see it being able to do it without you putting your personal information on there. But if it happened how you said it happened, I would just get it removed because it's not supposed to. And I would call Sam's Club to see how that even happened if you didn't put your personal information in. But that's an easy fix, being as though you can just call and get that removed.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you can go get that removed, but I'm not sure how that would happen if you put your personal information. What do I think about hard money lenders for purchasing properties that need repairs? I know a friend of mine who leveraged hard money loan lenders all the time to fix up his properties. I just know that he got to be strategic with them because they are pricey, and you got to be quick and strategic with them and know what you're doing with them. Than just taking your time and not properly having a time frame built out that you need to be able to borrow that money from them because they're expensive. But I know that they're a way that all my peers who are in real estate use for their repairs and rehabs for their property. So I would recommend people to use that if we need to, because most people don't got access to the money we need to be able to repair a building or a real estate project. So once again, my motto in this business world is to leverage other people's money to the death of me. I leverage other people's money all day, every day with everything I do. So if that's an option that I can use, I would use it 100%.
on that note, right now they got like over 40,000 houses in Baltimore City that they selling for $1. But if
Mhm.
you're a nonprofit, you got to have $1,000. If you're a personal individual, you can do it. You can buy it for $1, but you got to show $90,000 of capital to be able to rehab it. So they want to make sure you have that. So let's just say that as an individual, I was going to buy a house for $1, but I want to show that that I had $90,000 basically to show that I can rehab. Could I do that with, like, let's just say with five, if I did this strategy for the credit cards, the 5 credit cards for 20,000, how would that because would you pull the money off the cards
Yeah.
and put it in the bank, or how would you do it?
Yeah, I just dropped a video today on YouTube to teach people how to liquidate the money off the credit card. So it's ways to be able to liquidate the money off the credit card so that we can put it in our bank account cash and be able to show that proof of income.
But wouldn't that still be like so let's just say for each $20,000 card, they have a card, the limitation on the card of the amount of money you can take off. So what banks have the one you can take them all off? They don't.
There is no limitation to liquidating the credit card. I think you're thinking about cash advances. We don't take the money off credit cards with cash advances. Cash advances have limits to where you only take 3,000, 5,000. The way we liquidate credit cards is a strategic way that we can be able to liquidate every dollar of credit card if we need to.
Okay, how would we do that? How do I do that?
I got you. I'm gonna send you this right here. I'm gonna send you a video step by step exactly how to do it. I got you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna drop it right here in the chat. You should be able to see it. All right, you got that? Y'all got the link in the chat?
Got it. Yeah.
Hey, bro, that's the exact way I'll do it if I want to liquidate the credit card. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, anybody got any more specific questions?
So, Mr. Kenny, you said 2 things that kind of like stuck to me. One, that the bank is not concerned about your credit score. They're concerned about actually the credit, if you have like any negative or anything like that. And you also stated that don't use your credit card to pay for vacation, getting your nails done, your hair done, and all this, that, and the other. My question would be, do you invest in a credit card that give you points? Because I hear a lot of people talking about that. Is that something that you do and you just using that credit card at that moment to gain those points, whether flying, etc.? Can you expound on that a little bit to give me understanding?
Yeah. Recording stop. You want me to keep going before it start?
Why did the recording stop?
I don't know. I got you. I can turn it back on for you.
Yeah, turn it up.
All right. So yeah, this is how if you want to travel, the smart way to travel and to travel for free is being able to leverage credit card to do so. So when we talk about traveling for free, the back end of that is all we saying is run your life through your credit cards. So in today's time, it's really not smart to be able to spend cash, right? In our everyday life for everything. All right. I got you, New York. Send me a DM. But it's not smart to spend cash no more because you don't get nothing in return off every dollar you spend. If you go pay for your car note, if you go pay for food, if you go pay for gas, if you go pay for this, that, haircut, hair done, clothes, whatever, and you're spending cash, you're getting nothing in return off every dollar you spend. Nothing. But if you run your life through a credit card, so let's just say I got a credit card, right? I got a credit card that gives me, like you said, rewards points off every dollar I spend. Sometimes it's 2 times, sometimes it's 5 times. For an example right now, I got an American Express Business Gold Card that gives me 4 or 5 times every dollar I spend on advertising. So I'm spending $20,000 a month on advertising. I might get 100,000 rewards points every single month off my credit card just because I'm running advertising to my business already. Okay. You know, as I'm paying my car, if I pay my card, I'm paying it with a credit card. When I buy clothes, I'm paying with a credit card. When I buy food, I'm paying with credit. When I pay bills, I'm paying with a credit card. So everything I do in my life, I'm running through my credit card that has rewards points off every dollar I spend. So
Okay.
now I'm accumulating so many rewards points every day, every month, every day, every month, every day, every month, that now I got a set of rewards points that I just use for travel and hotels and sometimes car rentals. So I travel for free for the whole year by changing my mentality to stop spending cash and spending money off my credit cards. And this is how we do it. We just spend the money off the credit cards and pay it back with the money that we was already going to spend anyway. So
Okay.
you got me?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Because we gonna pay our phone bill anyway. Don't go pay with cash. We gonna put gas in our car anyway. Don't go in the store and give them $40, $60. Spend our credit cards and pay it back off with the money you was already gonna spend anyway.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
Will that increase your credit card utilization though?
No, because we paying it back off. Remember, if you about to spend $100 on gas, you're not spending cash. You're spending off credit card. We spend $100 off the credit card. We pay it back off with the cash we was about to spend anyway. Just pay the credit card back.
So we pay it off before the billing
Yep.
date.
Pay it off
got
early.
you. Got you. Got you.
Yes, sir.
And that's funny though,
Smitty,
because
Smitty,
you took
make
some-
sure you tell them what date. Some people think they need to pay it by the billing date.
Right. So it's a few
Not the
dates,
billing
like
date, yeah.
statement dates and due dates, stuff like that. I pay it back off like 2 days later. I don't wait until 3 weeks or a month and all that stuff. I pay it back 2 days later. If I'm using $500 a day, about 2-3 days, I'll pay it off. That's how I use mine. I just use my money, pay it off. Use my money, pay it off. But you got to have it paid off before the due dates, before it report to the credit bureaus that your utilization amount. So that's what people be needing to know. Yep, due date is your statement date and things like that. But basically, if you just keep it simple like this, hey, I spent $1,000 this week or in the last 3 days. Let me just pay it off right now. I don't gotta wait. I can just pay it off. That means I don't gotta think about it. I don't gotta think about due dates and statement. Look, I spent $100,000 off my credit card. I'm gonna just pay it back off with the money I was already gonna spend anyway. All right. So now we run our life through our credit cards. Don't matter. I don't care if it's a piece of gum. I don't care if it's a piece of paper. I'm using my credit card because I'm getting something in return of every dollar I spend instead of nothing. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I would do. That's what I would use.
You muted, Smitty.
Yeah, y'all get me? Sam, you got a question? Or did you already
Yes.
ask?
Can you hear me?
Yep, I get you.
Hey, how you doing, brother? I have a question. My wife was already asking the question, but I wanted to make sure you understood what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
I opened a restaurant back in 2019 and used Bank of America to fund the build of my restaurant. So they gave me about 2 or 3 credit cards for business to be able to build my restaurant. Unfortunately, that was also during COVID. So, I sold my restaurant, but the money that I had for the credit cards, I wasn't able to pay them back fully. So from that, they dropped my credit score dramatically. So I was trying to,
Did they drop it
find out.
Did they drop it because of utilization, or did they drop it for late payments?
Late payments, non-payments. Right now I still have not paid them back all the way. So now it's in collections.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So
Um,
if it's a collections, bro, it's just about repairing processes. So it's just being able to dispute them and get them off your credit report with strategic methods. If they're in collections and charge off status now, bro, it's just about removing them. It's not even about paying them back no more. I wouldn't be focused on paying them back. I'll be getting focused on removing them due to like violations of how they report in on credit reports versus what we owe.
okay, so it's about trying to get everything, the words right and everything to be able to dispute what they have on there.
It's not about paying them back no more. If you were in the status of where it's still open and it was eligible to be open and stuff like that, yeah. But nah, if it's in a charge-off state and collection state, we're not paying. We're disputing it to get it removed off our credit report completely. Now, the company which you owe this money to now, if you want to get that company back, now that's a different story. They're not going to give you no more of their business if you owe them this type of money. So it depends on what the company is, if you still want to do business with that company or not. Then
No, it's still Bank of America, but I'm saying, but now the collection's under a different company. But I'm just, like I said, I'm just trying to get it removed because it is putting a big hole on my credit, even though I have another business, but I can't get in capital because they still see that on my credit report.
Yeah, you got to remove it. So you got to go through the process of disputing and cleaning your credit report. Until it's clean, you're not going to get no capital. They're not going to give you not a dollar extra else if you don't clean it. So your process now is the credit repair process and being able to clean it and then build it back up. Until then, you're not going to be able to get approved for no more money. So your focus point should be, how do I dispute this stuff off my credit report?
Okay. Is there a company that you suggest that's able to do that?
I always teach people how to do it themselves. So I'll give you the site of the software we use.
Okay.
And then also we got training videos and things like that on it. How to learn how to use it. I always preach to teach people how to learn to do it themselves. For when they come into situations like this, they always know what to do and how to do it instead of always trying to pass it to somebody else and having to worry about somebody else paying somebody. I always preach, man, learn this stuff yourself. Get this stuff off yourself. You don't got to pay nobody else. And anything occur again, you know what to do and how to do.
Got it. Okay. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right, cool. We got all y'all questions out of the way. Y'all good? Anybody else stuck on anything? Got any specific questions they wanted to ask me about anything about credit, business credit, getting funded for your business, any of that?
A question. My question is, how long would it actually take if you're just starting out your business? And then, like, far as you're building your business credit, how long does that actually take?
Well, we go the fast route of getting funded. So the fast route of getting funded is having good personal credit and leveraging our LLC. And we can be able to get funding with our LLC on day 1, on day 2, or day 3 with our LLC. That means fast. As long as you got a good credit report built out properly, you got a business, your business is structured properly, you can get a funding on day 1 with your LLC, which is the fast way we go get funded. Now, the time frame will cost to just build your business credit, corporate credit out. Now, that's like a 8-month build out, 8 month to a year build out that you have to do to have your business corporate credit be built out and have it be stand on its own, nothing to do with the personal side. It's like an 8 to 12 month build out. Answer your question?
Okay. Yes, thank you.
Clear? Any more questions y'all got for me specifically? All right, so that's all the personal questions y'all had. That y'all was anything y'all was stuck on? Y'all good on that aspect? Let me know in the chat. Y'all good? Everybody type of 1 for me if y'all good already on your questions before I go on anything else. All right, y'all seem like y'all pretty good. All right, so in other words, all the questions y'all asked were some good questions, right? So basically, the outline of what I do, right? I take the LLC, right? So we build up the LLC properly. We build up the personal credit report properly, and then we go get funded for ourselves. So we do what's called business credit card stacking method. So that means if I want to accumulate $50,000 to $250,000, I go get multiple $20,000 credit cards, multiple $25,000 credit cards, and I stack them up good enough to where I can be able to accumulate my first $100,000 to $200,000 with no docs. So the reason why I don't go get loans is because loans require documentation most of the time, and they require you to pay the money back right away. So some people are like, man, I just want to get a $100,000 loan. I just want to get a $200,000 loan. Well, you're going to have to show documentation, and as soon as you take that loan, you got to start paying that money back right away. You know what I mean? So, but what I like about credit cards is we can get it with no documentation. So that means no paycheck stubs, no bank statements, no tax returns. So if we can be able to get this money with no documentation, more people are eligible to get the money. Also, we don't have to wait a long time because they're allowing us to personal guarantor it, meaning use how good our personal credit is with our LLC. So now we can go get multiple business credit cards with no documentation that only reports to the business side. And we leverage that money to go do our investing and our starting our businesses and our marketing and the things like that. We don't use our own cash. We don't get strapped for cash, putting up all our cash to our business the way we strap for cash now. And it's iffy. And we can just keep our cash in our pocket, use that and leverage it for other things or have a safety net, and then use other people's money to make us money in various different ways, right? But we also got to do it in a strategic way. So what I mean by that is you got to know which banks pull from which bureaus. So that means Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. How we do it is we go get 2 to 3 credit cards in the banks that pull Experian. Then we get 2 to 3 credit cards in the bank that pull TransUnion, 2 to 3 credit cards in the bank that pull Equifax. If we can be able to strategically set up multiple cards and multiple different banks that pull different credit bureaus, we can accumulate, let's just say, our first 9 credit cards with only getting 3 inquiries in each bureau. So now, let's just say we were to get $20,000 each on each credit card, we can accumulate $120,000. Excuse me, $120,000 and $180,000 funding, right? With our LLC and our personal credit report. And now we got almost $200,000 in funding with just some credit cards. And the cool thing about it is this money is reported on our business side. So they're going to personal guarantor it though, meaning they're going to pull your personal credit. So they're going to give you hard inquiries. But what you need to do is you need to be able to, since we got approved for these credit cards on the business side and they only report to the business side and not the personal side, even though they pulled our personal credit side, they have a hard inquiry, we can be able to remove all the inquiries on the personal side because it's not attached to an account on the personal side. So anytime it's an inquiry on your credit report that is not attached to an open active account, it's eligible for removal and we can remove it off our credit report. So that means we go get 9 credit cards and then we do what's called, removal of inquiry removal process. Our process typically takes like 24 to 72 hours to remove those. And then we will remove all of those inquiries. And then now let me know in the chat, what you think we're gonna do next? What you think we're gonna do next, y'all? Let me know in the chat. Let me see if y'all catching on and paying attention. Let me see. Or y'all, let me see if y'all ain't paying attention in here. Let me see. Rico catching me. There you go. All right, yeah. So in that case, we accumulated our first 180,000 or first round of funding. We will now go get more. If you now should be, okay, now your objective is, all right, where am I going to put this money? Your objective is, where am I going to invest this money? What business am I going to start? What investment am I going to start? All right, where am I going to put this money where it's going to make me more money? So your next thing would be not to go invest. Your next thing will go invest into yourself. That means you need to go get a mentor. You need to go get a coach. Use the money to go pay you a mentor of a coach of a business or an investment model vehicle you would like to use to make you money. So if you want to invest in real estate, you do not go get $180,000 and then go buy a property next month. You go accumulate $180,000. You take 10,000 of that money. You go pay you a mentor to teach you this game inside out from the bottom to the top. And then you use that money to invest in yourself to learn the game inside out, bottom to the top, so that you're now educated on the business model or an investment so that you take a great investment strategy to where this money needs to go so that you can almost say that this is a good way that we're going to get a return on our investment because we understand the game. We got the knowledge, we got the information, we got the coach, we got this guidance. Before we go invest our money crazy and just take a big L on something, at least we have a better angle and a better route. Not saying that everything's gonna be perfect just because you got a mentor. I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that just because you got a mentor, you're about to make $1 million in your first deal. I'm saying you will be put in a better position having a coach and a mentor guide you through this process while you're doing this versus just, now I got the money, let me just go crazy. No, you have to sit your butt down and you have to learn. You have to learn all the pros and the cons, all the bad and the good. All the ways you can make money, all the ways you can lose money. And then all the strategic ways to get in it, strategic ways to start. Maybe you start with a joint venture, partner up with somebody first and get some skin in the game. But now what happens is You have the access to the capital to do what you want to do. Because this is the number one thing that's holding everybody back. They don't got access to the money that they need to start the ideal business or the ideal investment or the ideal thing they want to do and invest into themselves. They don't have the capital. So they're strapped for cash. And this is the vehicle, the access that we use. When you learn this credit game, there is no money problem no more. Somebody said that in the chat for me. There is no money problem no more. Because credit is to infinity, meaning there is no cap to how much money that you can get access to. There is no cap. So money becomes not an issue no more for you because you learn the strategy to get access to as much money as you possibly can. You get what I'm saying? So now money not a problem with you no more. Now it's just strategy. You get what I'm saying? Now it's just, okay, where I'm gonna put the money gonna be a problem. Now it's gonna be like, where I'm gonna invest the money gonna be my problem. What coach I'm gonna go with that's gonna teach me the game, that's gonna give me some good strategies to place my money, so I can start this or that and a third. That's gonna be your next problem. Your problem ain't gonna be getting access to money, because once you learn this credit game and this business funding game, hey, it's a pool of access to money that we never got a chance to access and use because we didn't got taught properly how to go access it the proper way, or we messed up our credit before, or we didn't know nothing about LLCs, or we didn't know how to strategically go get the money. You get what I'm saying? So your ideal thing to do is get access to the money and then go invest in yourself to learn a business model investment strategy. Then it's time to go invest. So I learned from a coach for 3 months to 6 months on how does real estate stuff go, how to buy my first property, how to fix it up, blase, 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 bam. I got the information. I got the capital to back me up. And then now it's time to go, because we have to invest our way to go up. We have to start business the way up. You cannot keep trading your time for money if you're trying to get up here. And I'm talking about mid 6-figure, 7-figure mark, 8-figure mark. It's not gonna be you trading your time for the money. So in that instance, your money has to be making you more money. And the things we do with that is we place it into vehicles to where our money keeps going in an upward slope, because it can't stay stagnant. It definitely can't stay in the banks. It definitely got to keep rotating, and it definitely got to keep making you money, because if it don't, it's stuck and it's stagnant and you're not making nothing. And then inflation, and y'all know how that works, right? Go down. So that's the strategy I use to be able to get access to money and make my money make me more money. And I leverage other people's money to be able to do so. That's what I do over and over and over, y'all. So whether it's time for me to invest in my business for marketing, whether it's time for me to invest to a coach or a mentor, whether it's to buy some equipment I need for my business, whatever, I leverage other people's money to be able to make money in various different ways. If you all can learn this strategy, this can take that, that burden off your back to be able to have access to the capital you need to start the ideal thing you always wanted to start or do, or something that you might be willing to want to try to do, but you just don't have the money to do so. We use this strategy, and this is what I do, in order to build my 7-figure businesses and the things I do in my life. And what I've built a whole business and life around is all around leveraging borrowed money. Okay. I also started a business off of this. So a lot of people out here need credit repair. We started that, made my first 6 figures off that. Now, in my higher tier program, we teach people how to start funding companies. So how to start a funding company is if people come to me to get access to capital for their business, right? And I do a done for you service to get them funded, which I charge 10% on the back end. So that means I get a client access to $100,000. I get a client access to $200,000. I charge a 10% funding fee on the back end, meaning I get $10,000 and $20,000 clients from my funding company. And now I teach people how to set that business model up, because this is an active income business model that you can be able to make a lot of money from versus you going to work for someone else and trading your time for money. We have to learn business models and investment strategies to be able to make us money that can be able to make us a lot of money in a short period of time, because making us a lot of money over a long period of time is not going to work anymore. One stream of income is too close to none. All right. So we have to learn new strategies to be able to make us money, make an active income, and then invest in the money. All right. So those are around the business models that I use and I do and we're right now to generate me 7 figures. And I got access to over $800,000 now in funding, meaning I'm also going to get access to another $1 million in funding this year. I don't know, just if I need it. I'll just go get access to. Imagine just going to sleep and waking up and getting access to any amount of money that you want whenever you need it. it's a cool feeling. Like it's literally like almost the best feeling ever. It's literally like I go to sleep and I wake up. If I need $50,000 today, I can go get it. If I need $100,000 today, I can go get it. If I need $400,000 today, I can go get it. And I don't need to save it. Go ask my mom, go ask my grandma, go ask a friend. I don't need anyone. I have put myself in position and built myself up strong enough to where I can get access to capital whenever I want. And it's a great feeling. And it's a great place to be in because now you have the access to be able to make the moves you want to make, or a partnership you want to make. If I have access to $500,000 at any point in time, a partner come to me and say, oh, I got a real estate deal. I need $75,000. I can get you $90,000 back on the return on this. I got the capital. If this person say I want to start this babysitting business or this, beauty supply salon, whatever, this trucking company, real estate deal, whatever, you have access. But if you don't and you're working for the money, it's like you can't save your way up to be able to get access. So then you don't got access to money. So now you're strapped. You know what I mean? Now you held back because you don't have access. So we just leverage this methods and these strategies to be able to get access to money so that we can leverage it to make us more money. And we just use credit as a tool to make us money in different various ways, whether it's traveling for free or starting businesses and investments or making money off knowing about credit and cleaning credit and getting people funded. So I hope that was a good outline for y'all to understand what I do and how I do it and how you can be able to leverage this stuff in your life and be able to change your situation. I recommend everybody to get well educated on this stuff because this is the number one thing that I believe that anybody can do to change their life. And it's not that it's super hard and complex. It's just about knowing what to do and how to do it. I believe everybody can benefit from it, no matter what position you in, no matter where you at in life right now. This could be something you can do to be able to help you get out your situation or get to the next level. 100%. No ifs and buts about it. It's guaranteed a strategy way that they can help you in whatever area you need help in if you can leverage it to get access to more capital to be able to help you. So the link I just dropped in the description is the link to get to the group that Hackett wanted y'all to get in. That's my Creditpreneur Academy, where it's only like $49. You can get in, and this is where I teach you how to clean the credit, build the credit, get access to your first $50,000, and then now you can be able to, set yourself up for success when it comes to leveraging credit and even, when it comes to cleaning your credit or, structuring your LLC, building your business credit. I just give y'all that in the group. We got weekly calls and stuff like that. We got stuff we talk about daily in there. I give y'all game. I'm even doing a tour right now. We got in-person meetups. So if you're a part of the community, those are the things you get access to. Also, I got a big virtually 5-day challenge event that I give y'all access to too. Y'all will see when y'all get in, but I believe this can help anybody that wants to learn exactly what I just went over. I will get access to the community as fast as I can to be able to learn the business model if that's y'all interested in. All right. So thank y'all. Appreciate it. Anonymous. This is good.
I was also looking for you on Instagram and your social. You put your social media media. Thank you.
I got you. It's _Smitty the GOAT _ on Instagram, and on YouTube and TikTok and stuff. It's just Smitty the GOAT. But yep, Smitty the GOAT on Instagram. And then on YouTube, Smitty the GOAT, and TikTok, Smitty the GOAT. That's usually where I'm at for everything I post every day.
Yeah. I just wanted to say what's up, Smitty. It's Bruce.
Oh, Bruce, what's going on?
Yeah. Just want to say what's up, bro. Good to see you.
Bruce, what's up, my guy? You feeling, man?
Yes, sir. All is well. All is well.
Yes, sir. You already know.
Yeah, you're already knocking it down.
Yes,
Yeah. I'm just saying that vouching for Smitty, man. The stuff that I have learned from him and Hackett, they've been doing some stuff, and I got connected. Smitty stuff is pure. So if y'all were deciding to do it, I think I even use some of the tactics that he has exposed to us that has helped us get funding. So I just tell you all, like, do it. Is life changing. So I'm glad to see you on here, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, anywhere can help, man. Y'all know I'm always around to help, man. Hacking and stuff in the movement. But anybody I got a few more minutes, 5 more minutes for any questions. Anybody questions y'all got? Y'all good? I did a good explanation. Y'all good? Or y'all got some questions? Let me know.
Hey, Smith, I got a question. I bought a subscription to the Creditpreneur group. Is that the same thing as the academy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
'Cause I
Same.
paid 45. I think I was paying 97 or something like that.
I gave a little deal for them in here right now.
Okay, that's cool. All right.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Same with them.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
definitely gonna plug in.
Y'all good? Everybody good? I answered everybody's questions for y'all already. Y'all straight? Let me know in chat. Drop a one in chat for me if I can know. Drop a one in the chat. Okay. That mean usually when people don't got questions, I mean you did a pretty good job explaining. Or y'all scared to ask questions. It's one of the two. But usually I do a pretty good explaining, so people be understanding already. But if y'all got no questions, then I'm good. That's what I have for y'all today. Y'all can follow me on social media. Y'all got the link to the group if y'all interested. I recommend anybody need anything with credit to follow me and just listen in. But that's all I got for y'all today, y'all. If y'all need me, y'all know where to find me on Instagram or YouTube or anything like that. And I think we can wrap this one up. Bruce and Hackett, y'all got anything else? Y'all good?
I don't think Hackett here, but I
Okay.
think good. I know he brought you on, so
Yeah.
Katrina, one of the facilitators take over from here.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, all right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope that was good for y'all. Good for y'all. And I'll talk to y'all later. I appreciate y'all.
Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Smitty,
Thank
for
you.
coming on this evening. I hope everyone gleaned. You asked your questions, you took notes. Sister Lakeisha dropped the notes link in the chat. So please take advantage and go over this. Go back and watch this on YouTube and on Facebook, where it was streamed. As always,